Los Angeles Chargers.
I got shares.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
He lost the game.
In the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Nigga ain't do shit but catch 2 open passes. How many points I won by? Them 7 points ain't do shit for me. Yeah, he scored 7 points with 1 receiver and lost the game by 47.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category.
No, Rick, he joined the share
a couple
screen.
Exclamation points.
You know, I was up by like 20 points. DK Metcalf caught 1 open pass. He said, DK fucking you up. That was that nigga first catch the whole game. Then the next play he caught a touchdown. Then that nigga said, oh yeah, that nigga fucking you up.
In the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
He scored a touchdown that put him down like 18 to 17 points.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good
2 minutes after that, I started whooping that nigga ass again. He said, I don't even know watch this.
Cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
DK Metcalf. DK ain't winning the game. I know some niggas that lose to 16-year-olds in our franchise, though.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Give him 3 on first down.
All right. So what happened? What happened? What? No. What happened? What happened after you won against me? How many L's you take in a row?
You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him.
Man, just don't lose to Darius. Just don't lose to Darius, so I get my +2 and you can call it even. I'll stop talking about it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Nigga, I picked you to win. I picked you to win against Darius bum ass.
Here is Eckler. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him.
Madden saved you, and you can act like it didn't.
You
can act like it didn't all you want. Act like it. Act like it didn't. You know it saved you.
Run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Nigga, I already said, when you told me that, I said, nigga, I believe you because he's in there like.
Able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play. First down, Prescott.
Almost able to
Me and
intercept
Larry
it.
actually had a good
That's one he would have liked to have held
Madden
on
just
to on this
fried
first
the
drive.
shit out of me,
Instead,
though.
second
Oh,
down.
I lost by
the
3.
process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find
But
the
game fried
so
me.
they went for
I
the
threw a
bigger
pass
shot,
to my
went for
running
it
back,
all
got
on
in the
that
field
one.
goal range
This
with
time they were
17
ready
seconds
for
left.
it.
I went to spike the ball. They gave me a 17-second runoff.
On second down, Prescott again. Henry's got it out on the left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense.
If
in
you
this
vote for
situation
yourself and you
would have
win,
meant
you
that
get
there was an
+2.
incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
Same thing.
stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott yet again. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each
Cameron Wake had 2
team
sacks for
scored.
me.
7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
I don't know.
And
You had that nigga
cannot
sitting at
get this
linebacker.
out
I
to
put
the
that nigga
25-yard line
sub
as he's
DN.
dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown.
That shit definitely caused me in the game, though.
And when you
That
start
corner I
plotting
traded
for this
you,
drive, when
that
you start thinking to yourself,
nigga
okay, what
got
are we
90
going to
speed.
do?
I
You don't
usually
go
put that
away
nigga
from
in the
what you
slot.
did before because
That
that
nigga Larry threw a
but you have
damn
to be
bomb
prepared for
over
wrinkles and
Teron
counters
Johnson.
because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hey, so what we doing with the Bills, nigga? We
Take
giving
it in
him
the
game
end
a
zone.
week, 2 weeks in a row.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a
He
good
played
one.
me,
Cost
then
him
he
about
played Larry.
5 yards as he's
Back-to-back
tackled at the
weeks.
20.
20-yard line.
I'm not. according to that nigga, he should be game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 2nd and 2. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Yeah, DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Going on the ground with Eckler. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4th territory from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And this carries into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for it all. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His 4th touchdown on the year.
With tight ends.
And the Jets will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper.
Earl Thomas and put him at like sub, put him at linebacker or something.
How many can actually keep him in front with that speed?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 32 on the play.
New York.
running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I told you I
Dancing to
voted
his
for you.
left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why.
God damn,
reaping the
nigga.
benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Yeah.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They played it like 2 o'clock.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Shut the fuck up.
And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Trey, you make every song sound
Going
like a
deep
bitch
here
ass
for
song.
Allen.
Shut up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too.
Oh, my God. Look at this nigga just waiting in the wings. He is waiting for somebody to say something. Oh, they
Or just too many bodies in the area. An interception can result.
Airing one out for Crowder.
On that thing,
Intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. But now look at this.
Oh!
Big gain, but a fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
trying to dive in the end zone.
The Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hey, Rick, what you think he was doing when he asked you who you thought was going to win? And you told him.
Will begin at the 25.
He said, who you think going to win, Rick? You told him. That nigga said, I'm going to go for Leland, too. Then you said Darius going to be mad at you. Then he was like, well, I don't care. I always voting for Darius.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15.
They've made me stop. I'm trying to intercept the damn ball.
With 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wow.
He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams as time expires in the first half. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Eluding the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Carlton, look up blank man. Just look up blank man, Carlton. Carlton, just look up blank man, bro. Carlton, just look him up, bro.
Goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That nigga said, happy anniversary, baby. That's supposed to be us.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter. Reception, and now a chance that they could be even a bigger hole if they can convert this into
said,
points.
I'm getting on the game to whoop your ass.
That defensive coordinator right now, because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And
I voted against him.
Extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's second.
My man Leland lost 3 games in a row. He ain't about to lose 4 in a row.
Here's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
Damn! That nigga said he was big ready, bitch. Goddamn! Did you just say that nigga look like Taco Fall, bro?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
He don't
this
look like
goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
Your idol be getting thrashed on video, so that's your idol?
We know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A combination of urgency.
So hold on.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
I don't know what the fuck he talking about, bro. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, son?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The pass there over the middle to start things out.
You a weird
he
little
works it
bitch.
across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Hey, it's funny as show here is.
The thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15
that nigga said, y'all ain't got what I got.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Huh?
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes
Hey, timeout.
Oftentimes your best bet.
You said that nigga said what, Leland?
And wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught.
That nigga said tell him put it down before I slap it in his mouth. That nigga gay.
That was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller,
wait,
they change the sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
This nigga is gay and shit. Nigga over here talking about he bought a silk bonnet.
Game and 6 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
You better. You ring.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Huh? You would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Jets 49, Chargers 31.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 34. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is out quickly to the right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Hey, Leland.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I need you to channel your inner The Rock and lay the smackdown on Darius Candy ass.
Stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot.
Let's go, Leland. Let's go.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Leland ain't playing around. You hear that?
So
you hear that
50
Cent playing,
and that
nigga?
widens this thing out even further.
You hear that 50 Cent playing, nigga?
You can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said.
You hear that 50 Cent playing, nigga?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Leland ain't playing with that nigga, man.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a
Leland ain't playing out here,
victory,
man.
But it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
Many men is there before me. Goddamn, blood and fire. Goddamn.
Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I'm dancing. Goddamn. Hey, yeah, there is. That nigga Leland over there shadow boxing. He ready.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And taking it
on a
across
winning streak
and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them.
Make me just quit
Whenever
20
they've
bucks.
needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
There it is.
They feel like
that
they've
nigga
got the
bet me and
confidence to
Reek
keep handing
$20
it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first
You ain't
down
winning.
carry, so 2nd and 9.
Yes, sir, Leland. You hear that? Goddamn. Who you on offense and defense, Darius?
I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and
I don't know why he did
that down for a
I be
win
telling
in the
that.
defense's column.
First down marker at the 30.
I be telling that nigga don't go
It's 3rd
dollar
down.
unless it's a passing
There's a
game.
20th carry for Johnson. And he'll
I
be
ain't watching
taken
either.
down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
It's Leland again. Yeah, Leland. Yeah.
Clock out, but here is the field goal unit on
Nigga, I thought you was a thug.
This from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend the lead out to 24. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration.
Leland.
Now seemingly
Yeah,
isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks.
Somebody scream that shit.
Defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Oh yeah. I'm about to join that share screen after these 8 seconds in this game is over, man.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Come on, get you. Come on, get you. Oh.
Picked off here the 32. And he's going to go down as time is now run out on this game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Hey, Leland, put it like this. If the nigga don't got, like, zone or whatnot, at least he got the speed to catch up if he get beat.
Offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.
I would put that nigga at free safety
next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they
already gave you a +3 Juan. Goddamn.
And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Talk about some 60-40. Talk about some 60-40. Let me go ahead and end the voting for game of the week. Let me end that shit. Accept that invite, man.